God gives only one life, so it depends whether you wanted to make it or break it. Only hard work and sincere work will make you succeed in life. God gives only one life, so it depends whether you wanted to make it or break it. Only hard work and sincere work will make you succeed in life, or either you take it or you leave it. So I was born in a place called Vanapamala, which is just 4 kilometers before Gudivada, which is popular worldwide now for any Andhraite. And the legendary NTR Garu was born in the same nearby place. So after for schooling, so I came to Vijayawada and studied in equally famous school, Montessori High School, and entire 10 years has gone in that school only. Then I went to Andhra Laila College for my intermediate. But before that, maybe I am tempted to talk about my kind of school memories, because I have come back to Vijayawada after 40 years to set up a mega business. I never thought I'll come back to the same place. So when I came back after 40 years, I was just remembering about my school days, what kind of mischievous things we have done, what kind of naughty things we have done, and what kind of relationship we had, cordial relations with teachers and kind of things. I just, memories flooded me. So maybe I can keep dwelling on my school days long. But from there, I joined Andhra Laila College for intermediate. And then, generally, we are talking of, I would say 70s. We're talking of 70s, where your only goal in life is either you become a doctor or you become an engineer. If it is doctor, in intermediate, you have to take BPC. If it is a engineer, you have to take MPC. There is no other choice. These are the only two. Commerce means you are useless, you are gone, or you have got less marks. Arts means you failed candidate, just border marks you got it. You just join the arts. That is how world used to take. Nothing wrong. You see, always society goes through ups and downs in their thinking pattern. So I don't blame anybody, neither any parents or grandparents. We don't blame, because that's how they have been thinking. There's no other advantage they had to think better. So in my case, I had chosen to be a doctor, because we don't know why we have chosen to become a doctor. So since I used to do well in college, I thought if I don't get medicine, nobody else in the world will get medicine. I have not applied for any college except Guntur Medical College for my entrance test. That used to be entire Andhra Pradesh common entrance, medical entrance. Anybody has to appear for that entrance. You pass, you get it. So I thought anyway I'm going to get it, and we took training. As you like, today you have IAS training and other, Chaitanya colleges, all this they give training like that. There used to be some private classes, so I attended. I was very confident I'll get it, but then I don't know why I did not get it. But the tragedy is I had not applied for my Laila College even BSc course. I have not taken application. And being a missionary, institution and very rigid in discipline, they are known for like terror in a discipline. Is not. So I did not get medicine. When I went to my college, he said, sorry, we can't help it. Admission is closed. So my entire world collapsed. He said, neither I got my medicine, what I thought is I'll get it, nor I am able to even get into a, graduation. There comes the first turning point in my life, where my father, who is familiar with Benares, he said, you just get away. Benares in the university, where BSc Agriculture you can apply, and then get an admission and get away from this kind of a turmoil what as a teenager you are facing. So I took the call. I said, okay, just want to get out, because friends ridicule. Oh, చాలా పెద్ద షో ఆఫ్ చేశాడు, ఏమున్నాడు అని చెప్పి. దట్స్ ఎన్ యంగ్ ఏజ్, పీపుల్ విల్ రిడిక్యూల్ ఈచ్ అదర్. నౌ యూ రియలైజ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ రాంగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. సో ఫ్రమ్ దేర్ వెన్ ఐ వెంట్ టు బెనారస్ ఇండియన్ యూనివర్సిటీ, so then when I joined, the way I have met the students from all India, you have from east, south, north, west, and totally more of Hindi. We are into a foreign kind of atmosphere, but I like the campus because one of the biggest campuses of South Asia, 1800 acres with 37 hostels, and it is a different world. But when I entered that school, I saw people from Northeast who also get admission by reservation and may not be meritorious, but whereas we are toppers in the college, so you are at one level. Those students which are also deserve upliftment in life, we agree, but they are at a level where they can't even pronounce English. So when I am sitting in the same class, I thought they can't even speak English. Now I am rubbing shoulders with them and I have to study in the same class. I thought if they can do it, I can do much better. That philosophy has come. So I am in the toppers list of that BSc Agriculture in the university. But then we realized what is the life after, because we are forced to get into BSc Agriculture. Then we know that with the BSc Agriculture, you can become a extension officer, rural development officer, or you can join a bank, cooperative bank as an agriculture section officer or something, very vague ideas. So as we graduated, we realized that life is not cozy in that kind of force. So I started thinking, how do we make better things? Then I always used to be in touch with my seniors and achievers. So I was given a vision that if you divert to MBA, management, general management, BSc Agriculture plus MBA will give you a kind of an MNC posting like Hindustan Liver, Ciba-Geigy, this fertilizer and pesticide company, distributing companies. You can become a regional manager, you are given a jeep, the dream is built. So when this was told, we were bent upon getting into MBA. So how do you get into MBA? That is things you would have heard, GRE, TOEFL, all this thing. So we used to study, but in the early morning we used to get up at 3 o'clock, and 3 hours we used to go through that GRE, TOEFL, those question answer sessions. And 1 year we struggled because there is nobody to guide me. I just took it that at any cost. I used to go to seniors hostels. I used to borrow because there is no money I have. See, parents are from I would say, I must confess, and I have no hesitation to tell, we are from a very, very ordinary middle class family background where no money to buy additional books. So I used to go to seniors, smile at them, sir, I want your advice, can you spare me your book, can you guide me, how do I do it? These kind of things we used to do. While all my classmates, all my other things used to go for movies, they used to enjoy, they used to loaf around, whatever. So whereas while they are doing, I used to be walking and going to some place to get a book. So people again used to ridicule, like a donkey, see, he is only studying and nothing he is doing. So early morning 3 to 6 only practicing, 6 to evening 6 stuck in the college routine. So I got through my MBA and I got into IIMs actually straight, and Indian Rural Management, IRMA, and all these management institutes. But my bad luck, Benares Indian University, you would have heard called Sinadai. Sinadai means where there is a disturbances in the college, they will close your session instead of 4 years. We took 5 years to graduate. So unless you have a graduation certificate, IIM said, sorry, we can't admit because I am not a graduate on the records as per their entrance. Then Indian Rural Management, they were Anand, which is a cooperative big field now, Gujarat. So that course also they said, sorry, we can't take you. I am again left at the crossroads, same like intermediate. My flashback is same situation like that. Then I was boiling inside saying, I am talented, I am a topper in the university. MBA, I got through, but they are not taking me. They are not giving me admission. So then my luck came, the Birla Institute of Technology, the advertisement came, MBA. I appeared. I thought with vengeance I appeared, and I topped the list actually. So when I was called for a group interview, I was so pleased that one of the faculty called me, said, you are so-and-so Atluri Veerraghavan. I said, yes sir. He is not even able to pronounce me because he is a Bihar and a South Indian name. He said Atluri, Attaluri and all that. He was kind of ridiculing type. I said, yes, I thought maybe I am disqualified or something. He says, I just want to tell you friendly, even if you are dumb in group discussion, your admission is through because you topped the written list. So I was so happy. I was relaxed because inside, group discussion, it's a mock training people give in group discussions. A lot of artificiality. You have to say something, you have to take leadership. We all know it. So we were struggling to do all that now. Who will take over first? So group discussion over, my name came in the list. I was relaxed, MBA got through. So that's a second turning point. First was, I did not get admission. I had to go to BSc, which I never liked it. I diverted to MBA. MBA, I thought now I have settled down and I will go through this Hindustan Lever, appointments. Then our vision started changing as I started moving with a lot of industry leaders in BAT. A lot of public sector chairman's children, directors' children, they all study. So there, what happened when I started interacting? So a lot of people gave a vision saying that if you join Hindustan Lever, if you join Sibagagi, you will be given a jeep, you will be given a salary, you will be eligible for a 5-star hotel. But when you go on a circular tour for 15 to 20 days, which is what I started visualizing, you have to motivate fertilizer dealers, distributors, give targets, pump volumes. So you'll be moving in a rural area, meeting people whom you may not want to meet as an youngster. You're meeting some dada there in the villages. So the Hindustan Lever and all these jobs, when you do, you go on a circular tour, and when you come back and you sleep in a 5-star bed, you don't know whether you're sleeping in a 5-star bed or a ordinary floor because you are so tired on a 15-day circular tour in a jeep going around and all that. So we realized that, okay, what should we do? Then the vision developed that let's get into core sector. Core sector is that time 1980s we are calling is steel, oil, power. These are the sectors. Steel means your Steel India. Coal means CCL, Coal India Authority. Oil means your Bharat Petroleum, Hindustan Petroleum, and this oil sector. These are the companies which are wielding power in the society. So I targeted, okay, let's get into the core sector. Then I appeared for the interview for this BPCL, Bharat Petroleum. Then with our talent, we know entrance and GRE, we are super practice. So I got through. So I was very confident. We got through interview. And then I was appointed as a LPG sales officer. That was a first breakthrough. So, that from a position where we were not liking BSc, then we are not liking the MBA, what it can give me as a agriculture sector. We got into a general sector, which is nowhere related to agriculture and nowhere related to any medicine earlier. Totally into new field called, the oil company. So when we got into that position, again, our research was very clear. When you join as an LPG sales officer, you are like a district collector. You are given a car, you are given a telephone, you are important, you rub shoulders with collector, tahsildar, SP. So that was the glamour, where we got motivated to join. So at every stage, if I had to say as a friend or to an youngster, today whenever I meet some family, if I see there are college kids, if there are graduates or intermediate or a 10th, I always tell the parents, in case you can make your children to sit with me to listen to my business plan, what I am talking to you, in that first will be always my story. Always I made it sure that even if I meet my client to canvas a business, I always tell about my background, that we are like this, like the kind of thing. So it always motivates. So I tell these students saying that, look, in life, do not try to think that, you are punished or nothing can happen to you, I am useless. So I always, when I'm with the clients, I used to tell, if I see the family members are there, say teenagers to even graduates, even postgraduates, I used to say, if they sit along with you, I am 100% sure they'll get benefited. In fact, a lot of parents used to jump. They never expected that I'll talk like this. They used to say, uncle is calling, come and sit. So I used to tell them, look, my story is inspirational. It may look like self-boasting, but right from beginning, childhood, I took diversions, from same example, intermediate to, kind of graduation, then graduation to kind of post-graduation, and there also what kind of job I am supposed to do, my vision has changed. So that means throughout your life, At every stage, you analyze and take a diversion. You have to take a detour. Do not bother about what traditionally people are telling you, what your parents, and I always tell, look, your parents are God to you. So I am not demeaning them. But your parents, let's say they are farmers. He doesn't have an advantage of mentoring you what you should do as an MBA, whether you should choose which field. So always remember in life to take a mentoring from somebody above you and who is an achiever, not your parents, because parents can never mentor you, because if your parents are achievers, you take this thing. Achievers not in the sense of failure or success. Achievers means, do they know the field at the way you want it to grow? If they don't know, you have no choice but to choose a mentor. Mentor can be your teacher, it can be your seniors, or it can be somebody who succeeded in your family circle. You go to them and talk to them. That's always I used to say, because I have grown like this. So I used to tell them that you take a diversion and you don't depend on anybody. You take a logical decision. That's all I used to explain. Even I used to tell them about how I have grown my current company, real estate company, from a scratch to this position. When I'm making a presentation to your parents, you better watch. You will learn how to grow in life from nobody, from a zero to this kind of current level, I used to tell. So moment we start talking, even the kids, I have seen even 7-year kid, 9th-year kid, they'll be just stopping everything and start listening. So I always told my children, my sons and my relatives, anybody, you just be what you are. You do not try to be traditional, like what traditionally you are being told. One philosophy I practiced, I think, which I probably missed to tell, is what logical sequential thinking can take you to any level. You just start thinking logical, you start thinking sequential, 1, 2, 3, you will hit anything, because nobody will teach you in life what you should do. You just think for yourself and have conviction. Second, I always practiced and I succeeded. You just visualize in your brain, what you wanted to be. And because people talk philosophy, people give like a sermon. But in my case, I have seen this, if you conceive something in your mind, you will succeed. As I keep talking about my kind of life journey, you will see that this comes out, the aspect comes out. So after, as I said, after all the turning points in education, from graduation to post-graduation to getting into oil as an LPG sales officer, which is what we actually targeted and got into it. And so I was very happy that we got into. But there again, what happens in the training itself, some GM will think of some vision. They have their own selfish goals. He said, no, we recommended to the company, how do new employees taken in the company are exposed to all departments, distribution department, LPG, refinery, all kind of thing they said. So they put me through kind of a distribution setup in Vizag. That was my first posting. Again, when I joined, I said my dream was LPG sales officer and I saw a car. But there, as a distribution officer, you are going on a bike, not on a car, because your base company doesn't give a car. It only gives you a 2-wheeler loan. I thought life is so cozy in the initial starting itself like that. Then again I saw my seniors are little more age than me. They are not that elegant, and they just, because of their earlier legacy, they just got. I said, if these guys can be like that, I am much better. Again, I worked in such a way, revengeful way, that I grabbed the attention of the South India's GMs who are the in charge of entire South India. So they said, this guy is a misfit in that setup, and they made me in charge of Bangalore city straight away. So when I came to Bangalore city, I believe that is the most revered post in entire South India for marketing. So I got back into with what vision I came. So I just know that it will happen. You have to just be very clear about it. So Bangalore city in charge, car, company car and company apartment, and wherever you go in Bangalore city, all dealers are standing up and wishing you. Then you suddenly become, your life has become top. So there we started working, and being a Bangalore, all the entire India people travel, the GMs, directors, they come to Bangalore for a visit. They do both, kind of semi-official and official. So we have the opportunity to meet a lot of people. So I think again, the corporate world is such that your colleagues will become jealous of you. Somebody will start backstabbing. You heard about the crap story. one crab going up, other crab will pull you down. I have experienced enough being the city in charge. I thought I'm going to break a record of becoming a deputy manager in 2 years time, because that was available. Then we realized we are not getting that position, no promotion, second year, third year, fourth year. Then we discover a lot of people behind are digging, grave for us. And so I got disillusioned. Then I expressed to somebody. They said, don't worry, you are so capable, you just get out from this place and go to so and so place and work. And then finally I got my elevation. So I was posted all the way to north. Again the battle started, because again from with a family from south, Andhra, suddenly you get into a north where somewhere in Rajasthan, where people don't even speak fluent Hindi, maybe a local language plus Hindi, and family members cannot speak Hindi. It's a big turmoil again. So I thought, okay, whatever is the situation, I am best. So again I started with a revenge. I started working non-stop. Then again I grabbed the attention of the regional head of North. So with that kind of good feeling and my request, again I was posted back to Bangalore as the divisional manager, territory manager for the entire state. So I am back to where I belong to. Put my both sons who are with me in the business as second generation to Bishop Cotton, which was very popular. And all that happened because of my networking. Bishop Cotton admission means is like only minister can recommend and you can get, or by merit. So both my sons, I am lucky that because of my social standing of my earlier post, I got the admission to them and then joined. And then again, that is where actually the life, my turning point happened, where the current business I am into. So as a territory manager for the state, you have your role cut out, you're independent, you keep working. And there was a first time they did a all India competition, chairman's trophy and all. So I was selected as the best territory manager in India. Again, with our revengeful performance. And I was sent to Harvard. Even my wife, they allowed me to take for Harvard corporate training. And then, like that rewards are there. But again, no promotion. It's only rewards, And when I came back from Harvard, there's a lot of backstabbing from, again, colleagues, jealousy and all that. So I realized one thing, I'm best in India as a territory manager, and why should I suffer this kind of, and that is where I started looking for saying that enough is enough. I'm already, at that time I was around 45 years, enough is enough. In this company, if I continue like this, at the most I may become a GM. We know the fate of it. Salary, take home salary used to be some 10,000 rupees, but your entire thing is free, other things. So we know that we can never be wealthy. And that time, middle class family dream, what? My children. What you can't achieve wealth, we used to tell this, my elder son, look, you become an engineer, that too computers is that 80s is a popularity. You become a computer engineer, go abroad, US, earn dollars. We used to, in Telugu, we used to say ting ting, means earn a lot of money and come back. That is the only target we coached, and the kid has faithfully followed. He took a computer training from Bishop Cotton like a donkey. He used to go in the evening for a special classes with all, he used to have even a glasses, reading glasses, with all that, throughout studying and all that. So only target is to become an engineer, computer engineer, go abroad, earn money. So by the time they are thinking like this, I took a decision saying that enough is enough. I will get out of this company. I will do something. But how can you do something? Because I have brain capital, I have no working capital. If I have working capital, I would not have joined a working, as a company executive. I would have done my business. My parents are not in a very big business. They are in a small, small time business in, Vijayawada. By the time my father died also, when I joined the oil company after a few years, he is no more. So when I took a decision to quit, he was not there. So I thought, God has given one life. That is where my philosophy, God has given one life. Don't sit and cry. And don't say that, my life is like that, I am gone. A lot of people do. I'm in my friend circle, I have seen in my relative circle, my fate is like that, my nasib is like that, it is not written in my dictionary. God has not made me destined to do like that. Having, I was on lookout for a kind of a suitable avenue for me. Having decided I will get out from this company, luckily for me, I had an interaction with a real estate in a social setting. He said, Mr. Chowdary, you seem to be very dynamic, officers don't have opportunity to make a lot of money. You buy a flat, 3-bedroom flat, 3 lakh rupees you pay. It is for 1500. You heard about a lot of people would have heard about Prestige, Embassy, Salarpuria. These are the kind of companies based out of Bangalore. So this agent told me Prestige is launching a project near Forum Mall, Koramangala. A lot of people know about Koramangala Forum Mall. Near that they are launching a project. 1500 rupees per square feet is the selling price for a 3-bedroom of 2000 square feet. You pay 3 lakh rupees advance and they are going to public at 1800, which means 300 rupees is the margin available, 2000 square feet, 6 lakhs. So I was wondering, how can you make, you are putting 3 lakhs booking amount, when they go public, you are making 6 lakhs. I was not able to relate because my annual salary itself was less than 5 lakhs. I was sitting in that same territory manager chair. I am not moving. I am not shed my blood. I am not sweated for it. He bought, he got the loan, he resold. 1000 rupees profit into 2000 is 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs is 4 times my annual salary. It has shaken me out of my chair. I said, if a person who is wearing a chappal and doesn't know how to touch a computer can make me earn 4 times, I am much more capable. I have the bandwidth to this thing. Why not I get into the, because, so he's faithful, but he was not cutthroat professional the way I thought. If he can do that, I am much more capable. That's where my brain has worked. I decided I will become a real estate consultant. But I thought also risky. See, the youngsters I always tell, you should think of worst. What is worst? If I don't become a successful agent, worst case, invest in one property, resell after 2 years, because I have already tasted blood. It is like I've already tasted success. You resell, with that money, worst case, your family can live. That is the, any entrepreneur has to always think what is worst case scenario, what is mediocre scenario, what is best case. You always expect worst case, then you will never fail. So in my case, I know worst, my family will still survive, they will have food. So with this courage, I just resigned. So what I did, this is a journey for the, if any youngsters are listening to my story, this is how they will be shocked to know how an empire can be created. First I resigned, having found avenue. Next step is, I printed a card, visiting card. Visiting card, what's company name you have to float. So I floated a company called GNC Associates. Nobody knows even today my company's full form, but G is Gautami, my wife's name. A means, C means Chowdary. GNC, International Associates. People again ridicule, internal associates. What is that you are trying to do? I said, I am into real estate, boss. So the card says, real estate buying, selling, commercial, residential, all townships, that print, and then I started moving. First 1 month only distributing cards. Hey, what are you doing? I have resigned and I am into real estate. Oh, I see. Okay. So through this process, when I gave card to one of the industrialist friend, oh, he said, you are doing real estate, not bad. In a satirical way, he asked, what is it you can get for me? I said, no, you tell me whatever. By Bangalore, I have connections, I am capable. He said, I am trying to set my real estate hails from Hyderabad. He said, I am going to set my business in Bangalore. So maybe some 40-50 kind of thing we'll invest, and 40-50 lakhs apartment, you want a plot. 40-50 means you are joking. He said, hey man, 40-50 crores, man, he said. It's a little bold. For a first timer real estate where you are looking for one flat, one plot, it is like, you don't know what to say. So that was my first assignment. He said, okay, I'm looking at. So I started, going to meet Prestige, Embassy, Salarpuria owners. And they are not giving appointment because these promoters will never give you appointment. If you want to market their product, they'll say, go to our vice president. So maybe because of our corporate touch and all that, finally we got the connections. And then I said, I have investors with me, so give me opportunity. So each of those builders, Prestige, Embassy, Divestry, gave me an opportunity of 50 crore, 100 crore commercial properties in Bangalore. And a lot of people who are familiar with Marthahalli, IT corridor, they know in that stretch. So in the first 2 years of my career, I have done 800 crores worth of transactions, land aggregation, commercial, which I also never thought, it will go to that level. Because all that with a vengeance, because 16 hours per day I used to work. You say, if I am best in India, I am best for myself. And this is my career. So those first within 6 months we bought a Corolla, which is otherwise we are like a movie family story. You're in a Santro and a small Maruti, so we used to run. So straight to Corolla, chauffeur driven car, and these children, my sons who are in 10th and 8th, are watching all this phenomenon. Look, your parents are God to you, but it doesn't mean whatever they say you follow. You wanted to take BPC, you should know when you become a doctor, your working hours are punishing. Your lifestyle will not be the way you want to enjoy. You should know. If you wanted to become, somebody says, I want to become pilot, that fantasy, he sees an aircraft, I want to become a pilot. You should be aware. A lot of parents also doing the wrong things by saying, I don't want to intervene with my children's decision. I want them to select their career. I don't want to force. But by doing, 80% of the parents are regretting their decision, and they think that they also show off. You wouldn't want to intervene. But a kid at that age doesn't actually understand the implications of a particular career at that stage. I total belief I have, and it is true. Anybody, any parent, let them think. The daughter who is in 10th standard, she says, I want to become air hostess. You know what is air hostess life? Air hostess is not bad, I am not saying. Would you like your daughter to see in that position? Or would your daughter fit into that kind of lifestyle, is what you have to imagine. Somebody says, I want to become IAS. IAS is good, but you have to understand your life is dedicated from morning to night. Are you prepared for that? These are the kind of mentoring parents have to. But parents rub their wishes onto the children. What parent used to dream, he thinks his son should. That is a kind of, it is a reverse. How industrialist, if you see first generation, second generation, third generation, first generation put something, second generation takes over and they take it to the next level. I visualize my children, both sons, as they are second generation entrepreneurs. People again started laughing. You don't have, you just started, you are thinking like as if you are a 1,000 crore company. I still appreciate my friend Embassy, Jitu Irvani. He quit to somebody, hey, what is wrong in his thinking 1,000 crore man? Let him think, he is dreaming. So maybe he'll become one day. That's what others ridicule. Oh, you are thinking as if you are a 1,000 crore man. That thinking pattern. So I told my both sons, you become an engineer, you join a company, they will become double Tata Birla. Birla Tata is not, I don't want to see, Tata is such a big name. It will look as if I am trying to say something. It is only a dialogue kind of thing for the kids to understand. We are meaning in a positive way. Birla Tata means they are rich people. So they will become double rich by having a faithful employees like you. You work for your dad, that is for you work for me. You will become Birla future. That's a kind of just a dramatic coaching I did. So I never meant anything negative or a connotation to them. So after that, that we went into 800 crores. Now I know that I can never become popular across the world unless I am known as a retail man. Retail means you have to sell flats, you have to sell plots. If you sell one flat or a plot, you are seen like a scooter agent. But if you can sell 50, 100 units, you are valued by the top builders as you are somebody big. So I went to the same builders with whom I operated. I said, give me opportunity, give me director's quota. When you are doing a project anywhere in Andhra, because I am an Andhraite, Bangalore, anyway I have Bangalore base, these two places give me an opportunity when you design a project, because that agent got me an apartment at a designing stage. That is the secret of success. But that agent used to get some 3 or 4 flats quota, but I have to get some 50, 100 means I have to be somebody big. So again I tell youngsters, you have to have a master plan. First you have to become big so that you can go and bargain. So 800 crores transactions I have done, I have become big in the eyes of these top builders. To them I went and demanded, give me 30 units, give me 50 units, give me 70 units. The way agent got it, I got multiples. So my first project is a miracle. We called Hindu Fortune Field. A lot of people, any Andhraite in the world will know Hindu Fortune Field near High Tech City. So I got the opportunity to the people. My first retail play is 55 villas at 65 lakhs I got to the people, saying they are going to public at 1 crore, which means, and your booking amount is 10 lakhs. Same, my flashback is 3 lakh rupees, 3 bedroom booking amount, but your gain is 20 lakhs. Here, a villa of 65 lakhs, you have to only pay 10 lakhs booking amount. but your public launch is 1 crore. So you are gaining 35 lakhs by just putting 10 lakhs. But when builder launches at 1 crore to the public, it will become 1.5 to 2 crore when completed. So I used to tell people, you are buying at 65, 75 lakhs only to get out at 1.5 crore. Same formula like that agent. You enter only to exit after some time. You make a killing. So I coach people that don't be emotional to the asset. You are investing only to get out. So what I did, Tamilians, Kannadigas, Andhras, Punjabis, Marwadis, lot of people, all these people of Hyderabad who are working professional, I did not go. Actually, I sold to some 14 people. These 14 went and got balanced people. So when I sold 55 villas, only 14 people I know. Remaining is somebody's friend, somebody's this thing. He's a North Indian, somebody is a South Indian, all mixed. So that was our first turning point in my company, in my entire career, where 55 villas sitting in Bangalore, sold in Hyderabad. It's not a joke. And none of these 55 people have seen me physically, only 14 people know. And that's where my both sons got into the entrepreneurship skills. So when I was trying to put both my sons into my business, my lot of seniors, directors who used to like me, they said, and a lot of my relatives and few of the people, they said, how can you do this to your children? They should, I used to say, because their impression still, real estate agency, why the kids also have to join. So they say, let them go Singapore, Dubai, or some US, work, gain experience, and come back and join you and take the company to the next level. I said, by the time they come after 10 years, maybe I am dead or I would have gone into the business, we don't know. So I will train my kids like from an attendant to the chairman's post, because I have gone through the corporate career. I have been used like bosses, or I have been nothing. My bosses who might be listening to this also need not feel bad, but it's a generalized way of feeling, So all have used me like a doormat. So I know how a corporate world use my both the sons. So I said, I will train them from an attendant to a chairman post. So I simply did a simple step. In my office, I put one table extra in my room. So they are sitting in the rear side of this thing. Let's say somebody comes and meets me. I am talking to them and they are seeing both of us interacting, our expressions. What is that I am saying? What is he reacting? And after that I am sending a mail. BCC used to go to them. So that guys, while working in the behind, they used to simply stop and keep watching our conversation. After the guest leaves, next day when I do a mail, or I used to even dictate mail to them. Hey, come on, write, dear Mr. Shyam, nice meeting you. So the kid is typing. So he is understanding how I address, how I open. I used to say delete, go forward, cut, additions, everything they are learning. And they used to type it, send to my mail. I will send to the client. And they get a BCC, carbon copy. So they exactly know. It is called my favorite way of shadow grooming. Shadow grooming means I don't have to spend time in training my kids in a, say you're in a corporate setup. They have to get that experience, means they have to again spend another 10 years. Now, within 1 second, along with me, they are getting the same exposure. So their life, they are saving at least 20 years of life, not like me, at the age of 45 years joining, and that makes me probably make me look old to the audience. I am still young, So all that after that, they when the stall kind of business. So even these both the sons used to be in the stall in that same abroad shows. Because I never had an office, because I never did a retail. So I used to work from Diamond District in Bangalore, in Indiranagar, Damlur they call Indiranagar. And so I have a flat. After my resignation, I first ensured that I moved into the flat and I sent my resignation so that I have a roof on my top. I'm not on the road. At least that much I ensured that I had a flat to start my life. So once we have taken, kind of an office within, because luckily my cousin had office, another flat opposite our flat. So I have taken that flat, and then that time a lot of people questioned, why do you need such a big flat and incurring so much overheads? But I always know that you act for the next 10 years, not for today. which is the mistake what a lot of people do. They think how to save today. They're not thinking of monetizing for future. So I have taken that, and from 1 employee to 4 employees to we have almost reached like 27 people in the office. Then we started growing, as I said, Prestige Embassy, Divestry, when they started expanding to other parts like Chennai, Hyderabad, and wherever they have not gone to places like Pune, Bombay, Delhi, and all that, I went myself alone. So like this, we went up to almost, there was a stage where we went up to 17 branches across India, almost more than 70 employees, and with a massive turnover and handling 100 projects. And then not only that, 2006 onwards, after my initial Hindu fortune field success, I realized that there are a lot of NRIs in that kind of group. So our first visit was Washington DC, where Thana conference was happening. So there's a stall we had put up, and our neighboring stall was Lanco. You all know that madness where people stood in a queue to buy Lanco Hills apartment. Actually, incidentally, next to the Lanco is what I had done one deal, which has been made into SEZ and all that. So in the US, our neighboring stall was Lanco, and like that every year, whenever there is a Telugu convention, like you have Thana, ATA, NATA, a lot of different organizations. Every year when they do, we used to participate. Again, my philosophy of detour, you don't depend only on one source. You don't just fall into the groove like traditional. There we realize that a lot of people come to convention, they visit your stall, but they are focused on cultural, they are focused on entertainment. Some people in between gaps, they will come. So you are always expecting more people. If there are 5,000 to the convention, you think 5,000 should come to you, it will never happen. We started requesting people, some of the leaders in each city, can we have a small kind of gathering? So a lot of people sympathize because we are sincere. They said this is a honest guy. Each person in each city used to call to their house for a tea party, 2 friends, 3 friends. So when you call 2-3 friends, all will not come. And he says real estate means one will jump. In a jocular way, somebody will say, I have a stomach ache, my kid is not well. Because if they come, they think they have to buy because a friend has called. So my life principle, detour, that is not working. Growing through reference in each city is not working if you expect them to call to their house. So what I have taken daring decision, Indian restaurants banquet hall. To start with, Andhra restaurant banquet hall. If it is no Andhra restaurant, then any Indian restaurant banquet hall, book it, send a small circular through that local host and through our other channels, and expect. So every year we started going abroad, US, covering city after city. First year 4 cities, second year 8 cities, third year 13 cities. Today we do 30 cities roadshows year after year. So we have outgrown the conventions, we have outgrown the gatherings. We are not depending on one source. Again, Harvard has not taught me in MBA that you should do like that. No MBA has taught me how you should grow your business. This is what I call sequential logical thinking will take you to wherever you want. MBA doesn't teach how you should grow your business, a real estate business like this. So in this kind of a bargain, we have set up 17 branches. Our employees are more than 70. We are involved in 100 projects. We have done outstanding turnover. But then we realize we are still advisor to some builder. That some builder is growing multifold, kind of thing. His wealth is going up. He is getting into thousands of crores, and he is becoming more famous than a consultant. Because today the face of a project is what people will see. They don't see who is behind it. So we know that when I started setting these branches, I was very clear in my mind. At some point of time, we have to be a big developers. To become a big developer, I went through a backward integration. Kind of a, I won't say backward integration or forwarding, whichever you call. What is that integration? First, what is the market. Second, where are your clients. Third, you should acquire a skills of selling. Fourth, you should know the entire procedure, not only in Andhra, maybe Tamil Nadu, maybe Kerala, maybe Maharashtra, everywhere. So we understood the entire process of real estate across India. We have figured out what works, what doesn't work. In the bargain, a lot of people will be surprised to know that my famous topic called 12 mistakes done by Indians and NRIs while investing in Indian real estate. is the most popular topic. And this talks in seminars actually made me more popular. So a lot of radio channel interviews happened. In US there is a TV channel called Mana TV, which has a Telugu audience that time. So they took an interview like that. In the radio channel, some of the interviews happened. So we became more popular out of this kind of interviews. And my topic of 12 mistakes done by NRIs while investing in Indian real estate has become the single biggest hit. And it is amazing today when I reflect back. I wonder how did I do this? 700 seminars across world I have done. So US, GCC countries, Singapore, we have gone to Australia, we have gone to UK, you name, and except African countries, we have covered everything. And I wonder how did I do all this? 700 seminars means 700 nights I stood and spoke, and my boys attended, and they set up the entire registration counters, the kind of feedback forms and the handouts and all that, including travel. So it is a miracle today when you look back. Probably I now think that in a humorous way, I should claim Guinness Book of World Record, because 700 educational seminars, free cocktail dinner mates, free seminars hosted without charging entry fee, without charging anything, serving them food, taking care of everything, we staying in hotels, and no builders. I never allowed any developer to sponsor me, because if you allow somebody to sponsor, you have to answer him that how many units you have sold. I don't want to be responsible to one developer. I will sell what a client wants, because I am like a Walmart of real estate. I have reached a stage where we are like a Walmart of real estate. So we have gone to a stage where an important milestone happened, where the Andhra State division came into play. And we were very clear that we have to become a big developers. By that time, we actually were involved in some of the projects which we are not in the front. We were there, right from the drawing board stage to funding to the marketing. We are there in the whole cycle. But I thought, since I am from Vijayawada, since I am a Vijayawada boy, I would say that opportunity came in life knocking, where this state division came into play. So when the state division came into play, sitting in Bangalore, when I used to listen to the Chandrababu Garu's vision and all that, we thought this man is something like a CEO, he's not like a CM. So we stand a chance, to go to Amaravati and become a big developers, because being from Vijayawada, I have a once in lifetime chance. So either I become a big developer in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, where we are nobody is a negative word, but for people to understand, you are fighting with some top 20 giants there to become big, which again you'll be losing your life and time. But they will not come and operate in places like Vijayawada, because it's a new capital. They are not from this place. So I thought smartly, God has given me again one chance where I can be one of the top builders of Andhra Pradesh. So I have decided that from Bangalore, I will come to Vijayawada. And then, because of our experience, we did a strategic study of the entire master plan of Andhra Pradesh, and with a clarity where waterways are coming, where outer ring road coming, where inner ring road coming, where the future growth corridors. Without studying, we never wanted to invest in land. So we then studied and then acquired close to around 500 to 600 acres of land banks, in our control, in our syndicate control. And then started off, in Amaravati, in Vijayawada, in style. So thereafter, there is no looking back. And again, transition in my life from Bangalore. Challenge is, either I used to shuttle Bangalore 2 days, Vijayawada 5 days. Then it became a stage where I was struggling to go to Bangalore. Even once in 15 days, I was not able to go. This is where I think a big turning point from my family came, where my wife actually volunteered, saying that instead of you struggling to come to Bangalore once in 15 days and feeling guilty about it, I will only come that side. Anyway, it's a matter of few years to set up, and then we can always, because that time, frankly, we never thought we'll be shifting permanently to to Amaravati area, because it was never in our mind. Because in Bangalore, we are very well established. We are a Bangalore Club member, KGA member, and we are in a good profile people, society, and then we have connections. So we never thought we'll come. But then because of this, wife offering that, let's go. So I also thought sensible. We settled down in Vijayawada. But then the story doesn't end there, because my dream project, once in lifetime, is Alakananda RiverFront, where when we wanted to take it forward, initially we thought we took it for granted is best of Andhra, Telangana. I was very confident. But then we started slowly realizing, when my Bangalore friends started coming, they all said this is never possible in entire South India. So I know very clearly, yes, it is correct, but I was not wanting to say. But my friends and lot of, even couple of developers from Bangalore came, they got stunned. You are lucky. Even if you want this land, you won't get again in your life, all that. So we realized it's the best of South India. We already know in our heart, but we wanted people to tell. But after, I took a drastic decision of, again, from Alakananda, I used to come and stay in a guest house for 3 days, in Vijayawada 4 days. So that struggle again, made us that we should, take a drastic call of shifting into Alakananda. And that dream, I actually made it happen once we realized that this, this entire Amaravati, whatever is the master plan, whatever we conceived, is now going to happen. It's a reality, is no more dream. That clear signals when we saw, we simply shifted from Vijayawada into the project with the intention to stay once for all in life in this. So a dramatic transition from a metropolis like, world famous Bangalore city, all the way to a small village called Mutyala, which was, the name itself I never heard in my life 10 years back. It's a miracle. Today when you look back, I can't even think that from Bangalore I'll come. Vijayawada itself I was not ready to, because Bangalore being cozy and Vijayawada being hard place, I was not ready. But see, coming to a village and with the intention to settle for life is an outstanding, it's probably the biggest milestone in our life, my family life. Maybe the family are, traveling along with me, they might be suffering in a lot of aspects, because all sudden and in the beginning, there will be less crowd here to live together. And as we grow, with the years go on, it will become like Bangalore, it will become like Vijayawada. So I always see what is 10 years ahead. We never operated to what is today. So I am very confident that this soon will become best in India. And in fact, our landscaper is a mad guy from Bangalore, very ambitious youngster. He says, sir, this will be Pan-Asia, not India. You will remember after 5 years. He is another adventurous guy. So I see a lot of meaning in that. And now I think whoever comes to the campus, whoever comes to Alakananda, they all say that this is a miracle. We have never seen something like this. So now we have more dreamers along with us, be it landscapers, be it light experts, be it any kind of furniture suppliers, including we kind of media company and all that brand building company when we did. Even those people have become a part of our life. So I think it is touching the life of everybody now, with that.